Welcome to the Bronx, Devin Williams. The Yankees landed the 30-year-old right-handed reliever and two-time All-Star from the Brewers on Friday, sending lefty pitcher Nestor Cortes, minor league second baseman Caleb Durbin, and cash to Milwaukee. To get a bit more acquainted with Williams, here's a look back at the highs and lows of the Bombers' newest bullpen arm. A second-round pick in the 2013 amateur draft, Williams had committed to the University of Missouri, but instead decided to forego college ball for the pro ranks. That decision netted the 18-year-old a $1.35 million signing bonus. Williams pitched in the Arizona League and the Pioneer League in 2013 and 2014, respectively, before reaching the Single-A level in 2015. While working his way up through the Brewers farm system, he worked as both a starter and receiver. Williams, then 24, made his professional debut on August 7, 2019, against the Pirates. He tossed 1 2/3 innings and struck out 3 while surrendering 3 hits and 2 runs, none of which were earned. During the COVID-shortened 2020 season, Williams posted a staggering 0.33 ERA, the lowest mark in a single season, with at least 21 innings pitched since at least 1913. Across 22 appearances, the reliever struck out half the batters he faced and surrendered just 18 hits in 27 innings. With his Rookie of the Year honors, Williams became the first relief pitcher to take home the award since Craig Kimbrell of the Braves in 2011. He also nabbed the first of his 2 Trevor Hoffman awards as the top NL reliever of the year. It was quite the head-scratcher in 2022. In the middle of a pennant race, while leading the NL Central by 3 games, the Brewers dealt away their closer, 4-time All-Star Josh Hader. The blockbuster deal was a disaster for everyone involved, sans Williams. In his age 27 season, the reliever assumed closing duties and never looked back. He won his second Trevor Hoffman Award in 2023 with a career-high 36 saves. During the ensuing offseason, Milwaukee and the reliever agreed on a 1-year, $7.25 million contract, far and away the most lucrative of his career, to avoid arbitration in 2024. Williams was named an All-Star in both 2022 and 2023. Over those 2 years, the closer tossed 119 1/3 innings while allowing just 23 earned runs. During that span, he amassed 183 strikeouts and a stellar 1.73 ERA. Ouchies. Williams partied a little bit too hard after the Brewers clinched the NL Central in September 2021, punching a wall and fracturing his pitching hand. Shortly thereafter, Milwaukee announced that their top reliever would miss the remainder of the season. Without Williams, who had pitched to a 2.50 ERA in 58 appearances on the season, the Brewers fell at the hands of the Braves in the NLDS. It was a home run so monumental even Mets radio voice Howie Rose got a standing ovation. With his Mets on the verge of extinction, down 2-0 against the Brewers in the 9th inning of the win-or-go-home NL Wild Card Series Game 3 this October, Pete Alonso put the burro on his back and delivered his signature Mets moment. His line drive home run over the right field wall against Williams helped lift New York over Milwaukee 4-2 and booked New York an NLDS date with the Phillies. Williams' final stat line from that fateful evening: 2/3 innings, 3 hits and 4 earned runs. Across 21 2/3 innings pitched during the regular season in 2024, he had given up only 1 home run and 3 earned runs. Shortly after Alonso knocked out the Brewers, it came to light that Williams may have goofed on the hill.